Hey guys, SunGod here. Okay, so this is Diersville Takeover. I'm thinking part 2. So I really have no idea how long this little mini series is gonna go. With that Alpha 7 coming out, who knows what it's gonna change. Hopefully it won't change the map and I can keep going on this. But so here's my plan. Let me get upstairs a little bit and I'll walk you through my plan. At a high level, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take over the entire town of Diersville, try and wall it off and pacify it, see if that's possible. Before I mention I'm going to do a wall that's at least going to be 3 blocks high with a 1 block overhang horizontally, so that those creepy crawler dudes that climb walls the spider zombies cannot get up. One of the things that I failed to mention, I really don't know how I'm going to address next time around, is going to be how to pacify the inside. I know how to clean them out, and apparently that if you don't go back to some place within a X number of days within pacifying it, then the zombies are going to start respawning there. I really couldn't tell you how many days that is, or whether or not this whole plan is going to be feasible, but damn it, what else am I going to do? So, yeah, so what I'm thinking is that I've basically got 4 quadrants to Diersville here. I'm down here where my little base is. I've been thinking about, walling off quadrants one at a time. Pardon me for a moment while I do a little hornet check. Walling them off maybe 1 quadrant at a time, or probably 1 octet. Ooh, fancy word, octet. 1/8 of them. So you see basically the streets and the alleyways break it up into 8 sections. The only thing I'm thinking about, doing it as octets would be theoretically simpler, because there are smaller geographies that you have to wall in, but the problem is if you're going to do it that way, then you have to use a shitload more materials in order to do that. So, kind of what I'm thinking is that given the size of the town, I may just end up trying to do the whole thing at once with the wall, and then maybe subdivide it with barbed wire and such as I get. Because I need to actually break it up. Oh, little doggy, come on, little doggy, come along. Right, so I'm gonna wait just a couple more minutes here till the sun gets higher. I've got a lot of activity out here today that frankly, I don't want to deal with when I get down there. Ooh, yeah! You like that, don't you? Okay. Alright, seemingly the sun is high enough. So my thought right now is that I'm going to start in the down in this corner, work my way up. I'm going to do a 2 block high wall just to get started, which I know will not stop. Forgive me while I look at the hornets. Will not stop the spider zombies, but what I plan to do is top that off with a ton of barbed wire fences that I've got here. That's only going to be a temporary solution. Frankly, it's something that I've done a number of times. Good grief, they've all found me, haven't they? Maybe next video I'll start this so you don't have to watch me clear these guys out. How's that, huh? But in a way, whoa! Hello! What was that all about? You see that brief little run there? That was funky. He didn't even run through a shadow. Okay, so apparently I'm going to have a very slow start today. They apparently all seem to know that I'm here. And, frankly, I may not have enough arrows in order to really make an effective start of this. So I'm just going to give it a go, get my keister out there, and see what I can get started, and hope I don't get mauled. I know I'll be fine. I say this now, and I may regret saying it, but I find that with the bases that I have set up, it's easier for me to get back in time without getting killed. So, this is the corner I'm going to start at. What is that? The southeastern corner. of the city. In order to conserve materials, what I intend to do is I'm going to start about 2 blocks here. 1, 2. I'm thinking I'll start right there. Because the more materials that I use, the harder it will be for me to collect everything. So, alright, I've got to kill him. So this is how I see myself doing it. Starting up 2 blocks high, just walking my way down. 1, 2, 1, 2. And every now and then I'm going to have to stop and look around and see how I'm progressing. But if you're wondering what I'm going to do with the fence, I'm going to do like this. And like I said, I know this isn't going to be a permanent solution. I hear a dog. But you know what? It's how I'm going to start and see. I also, you know, my suspicions are that the spawning rules are going to be such, and I mean, eventually when I wall this up, I will put campfires everywhere. I don't know if the spawning rules are like Minecraft or not, but at least in Minecraft, and I hate to keep making this comparison, I'm sorry. Shit. Minecraft, if you are in a dark area, then the zombies will spawn. And I know that these guys, I don't know that they really care if it's light or dark. Maybe it's a proximity thing. If anybody knows what the actual... If anybody knows what the actual spawning rules are... Oh, really? You moved on me? That's weird behavior. I haven't seen that before. If anybody knows what the actual spawning rules are, I mean, drop me in a note. I'd love to catch up and see what those are. And yeah, you'll have to forgive my narration. I may be cutting in and out around on this video to keep it from getting terribly boring. Just need to draw on and on. Nevertheless, I'm going to continue recording here, and we'll see what happens. See? Insta-wall. Certainly not impenetrable. So what I'm going to do is a couple of hours before, maybe about 1600, I'm going to run back and start placing the barbed wire. And about 1800, I need to have my butt back in the shelter. Yeah, okay. Let's see how these guys do. Downside to being up here is that I'm up here and everybody sees me. Oh, come on, princess. Yep. Face shot. I'll load you up. Come on, dudes. Oh, dudes, pimps. If you guys are watching this, man, can you seriously fix this whole looting through sort of that hitbox or whatever you want to call it for looting, and especially through grass? It just drives me crazy. Sometimes you have a piece of grass, so you have to switch your items, get rid of the grass or the object that's in the way. Typically it's grass before you can loot. No, it's alpha, and just making the request. Alright. Clickety clickety click. How exciting is this? I think it's exciting for me. I can only imagine how boring it is for you guys to watch. So here in Diersville, we take pride in our walls. You know what? I'll go back and play some of this stuff now. Oh yeah, 927 blocks. I've obviously done a little sand mining here. Do 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 do. Alright. Da, da, da. I haven't done any calculations or measurements to see how many blocks it's going to take. I figure easily over 1,000. At 2 blocks high, I would estimate between 1 and 2,000 blocks it's going to take me for this initial... If I'm doing the whole town, that's a really good question. You know, I can do some math, actually, when I get done with this first day here. See how many blocks I have left. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, yeah, that was a very, very gratifying kill. Maybe I'll apply some exciting music to this. Maybe some Looney Tunes. Considering this is a long, slow build process, guys, usually I have more to talk about when there's activity going on, but builds are boring as sin. Decent little wall. So the barbed wire fence, really, it's just a stopgap measure, like I mentioned before, to keep the spider zombies from getting over. They will get up. They will get up on top of it, and eventually they'll start breaking through it. But I'm hoping that it slows enough of them or kills enough of them initially to help me pacify the city here. You know, as I'm looking at all this blood, it made me think about a comment that pimps have made about how they would like the zombies to ultimately react to their surroundings. One of them was that they wanted... Yeah, I really need to bring more arrows now. They wanted more... they wanted things such as blood out on the street to attract zombies. Presently, I honestly don't know if it does or not. I've kind of tried to clean up blood around my base. Kind of, sort of, sometimes, not really. But it'd be interesting to see how that works out. Will zombie blood attract other zombies? I thought zombies didn't kill other zombies. Maybe my blood on the sidewalk should attract them. Yeah, alright. 827. I think we've placed somewhere in the order of 300-ish blocks. 300 or so. Not really keeping a count. Although what I will do after... Yeah, you see I've already gone through and placed some campfires inside of those houses on previous days, things which I've not recorded. La da 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 la da la da. I wonder if I can do the old Minecraft trick here of... Nope. Dang. Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop comparing this to Minecraft because it ain't Minecraft, okay? I think the only similarities really between it is block placement, but I apologize for anybody who may take offense at the constant comparisons. I know it's pretty much inevitable that that's gonna happen, so forgive me for propagating the annoying comparisons. Okay. So actually, we're making some reasonably good progress. I mean, only a few game hours. I have managed to section off at least, not section off, at least place a wall from this point to here. So I can imagine when, you know, I could do first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, So maybe about 8 game days, I could probably get an effective initial wall in place. Now, this could be a little exciting. See if they try and attack me up on the wall here. What'll be even more interesting is that I'm backing up, they're walking towards me, and they're probably going to take a swipe at me. Because I'm going slower placing these, I'm going to have to kill him. See, I'm already attracting more attention. Oh yeah, we better start thinning out the herd. Yo, bitch. Stop hitting my wall. Really? Okay, I know I told myself I wouldn't do this, but I think I got a pipe on them. And I expect that God and everybody is going to come looking for me now. But, let's see what kind of damage they did to my wall. After I steal their stuff. Alright, anybody coming? Alright. Any damage to the wall? Nope. Doesn't appear so. I guess they haven't had enough opportunity to really hit on the wall. So, time check, 3:19. Kind of getting shy on time here, so I'm gonna run down here and try and place as many of these as I can before 6 o'clock. That's the time I need to really haul balls and get back down under the ground. Do some mathematics. But I think it's pretty clear what my premise is here. It's not like a really complex tactic that I'm using to go and try and segment off the city. Logistically, pacification is going to be the real problem. If I was smart, I would try and section off a small quadrant, that one octet, I just keep calling it an octet for lack of a better term, of the city, 1/8 of it, and trying to pacify that as an experiment. But you know what? I'm being ridiculously ambitious. And I want to do the whole thing. Yeah. Ooh. I got company. Ooh, I got lots of company. So let's, hey guys. Oh, shit. That wasn't smart, was it? No, it wasn't, because I am in, I hurt myself. This is why I don't use pipe bombs. Oh, hey, yeah, animation bug, awesome. You know what? Let's get back to the base. Anyway, this is me chickening out. Clearly, because as the last couple of videos have shown, I am more likely to do damage to myself in certain cases, and the zombies will. Alright, we're gonna head back down and regroup a little bit, do a little mathematics, and see where I've come out. So I'll spare you the trip back down to the base. I'll come back with a little reassessment, maybe some assumptions about blocks and everything, and I'll get back to you in a bit. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit. Bye. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've had a little bit of a chance to regroup, do a little bit of math, see how many blocks that I've placed, and do some estimates and everything. So, After making some assumptions and some calculations, I think that so far that I've placed somewhere on the order of 280 blocks. And that would be right from about here to, I think it was just about here. Doing some math, I'm not applying like geometry here, I'm winging it. I'm thinking that if it's about 280 here and to go all the way around, that maybe all the way around is maybe 7 to 8 times this distance here. I settled on 7.5 because obviously the x-axis of these is longer than the y here. So that's where I come up with my 7.5 multiple. So I think that if I was just to do a single block high wall, unless I totally botch my math here, I'm going to need about 2,100 blocks to do one block. And one block, nothing. One block is your speed bump for zombies. To slow them down a millisecond trying to eat your brains. 2 blocks, which is what I'm doing right here so far to get started, is about 4,200 blocks. And to do the 3 block high wall, 6,300. Now, what I was saying earlier is that I would prefer to have a wall that the spider zombies cannot crawl over, which would require 1 block overhang. So, it being only 3 blocks high isn't enough. I'm frankly going to need to do 3 blocks with an overhang, which would be about 8,400 blocks of reinforced concrete, or if I want to go up to 4 blocks high with an overhang, I'm looking at about 10,500 blocks. All totally doable. Pretty astronomical numbers, I know, but if you consider right here, I started with right around 900, no, I think I started with about 1,057 concrete blocks or thereabout, and this is where I'm at right now. So, logistically speaking, just to get the bare bones wall up 2 blocks high, it's going to be 4,200 blocks of reinforced concrete and right around 2,100 blocks of barbed wire fencing. So as you can see, I've already got a really good start on this. Anybody that's wondering about my capacity to really do this, let me take you on a little tour of all the stone that I have built up. So anybody that knows that's made reinforced concrete so far knows that you need a crap load of stone and sand. Stone I obviously have no shortage of. Sand I can run down to my my base. If you looked in my previous video, right down here I do mining. In any one game day period of 25 minutes, I can harvest on the order of, let me do some quick math here, about 320 blocks of sand, or they're about around 300, and that in turn, I forget what the math turns out to number of reinforced concrete blocks, but it produces a crap load of reinforced concrete blocks. Oops, didn't need to see that. And obviously with iron, I'm doing quite well. Just on me at this very moment, I've got, what, maybe about 600 iron ingots. So translating that into the iron rods for the reinforced concrete won't be a problem, and if it is, I simply just do a little mining down here in my underground base, and I'm good to go. So mathematically, I think it's totally doable. So I'm not worried about the resources for building a wall. I've done enough of those to know I can do it. I'm really more concerned about the pacification. And let me talk through that a little bit more, kind of what's concerning me. So obviously I'm going for the whole hog. I'm doing the escape from New York. Let's wall off the whole damn place, and nothing gets in, nothing gets out. Doable, you know, taking occasional hits from zombies along the way, and running back to base, and then building new blocks, and then doing it the next day. All completely doable. But pacifying. So I'm going to make an assumption here. I could be completely off base. Let's say that the rule is that you don't go back into a specified spawn area for 2 to 3 days. Alright? If that's the case, then what I don't know is how big are the spawn areas defined in Diersville. Is Diersville one giant spawn area? I doubt it, because the zombies keep spawning every day. Is each lot within Diersville a spawn area? I don't know that either. I've not done any sort of tests to see if that's the case or not. So even if, let's just say if that's true, every 3 days that you have to go and revisit an area, that would mean that every 3 days I'd have to go visit every house in order to make sure that there's no zombies spawning in those houses again. Again, it's total assumption. I could be completely wrong here. They could be larger. They could be... that rule could not apply to Diersville at all. I really don't know. What I do know is that doing this as a solo player and keeping it actively pacified is unlikely. It's ambitious. I don't think it's very likely. I'll build the wall. I'm almost certain I can do that unless I get completely bored and decide to give up on that. But to keep it pacified as an individual player, I don't think so. I think you're more likely to pick a farmhouse, you know, maybe this farm here and build a wall around it, or some other smaller zone, maybe the factory down here, maybe a block within Gravetown or a section within Diersville. That, I think, blocking that off and keeping it pacified, it's entirely doable. But the whole town, yeah, I'm thinking not. So I tell you what, guys, as you're watching this, somebody obviously is going to say, oh, that's not true, that's not right, I did this. Tell me. I want to learn from you guys. I want to know what you've learned and see how I can apply this to see, just for shits and giggles, to see if I can make this thing work. So at the moment, it's time check 9:03 in the evening. Correction, it's 11:05 in the evening. Can't do my math. Yeah, I think I'll call it for right now and give a progress update later. And yeah, I think I'm completely out of my mind. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I'm back. Okay, this is day 2. Done a little placing of blocks and stuff here. I have managed to go around this side of town. I started with 777 blocks. And you can see that I'm now down to whatever I am right now. There's always something in the way of what I need to place, isn't there? That's the other annoying thing, is that there's a body in the way. You can't really do anything about it. You either need to chop it up or you need to wait for it to despawn. And hello, little bee. Anybody else want some? Alright, let's get on with this. So, yeah, I think that my time estimate for placing the wall is probably right on. Block estimate, I don't know, I gotta go do a count later on after this video. But at the moment it's looking kinda good. I'll give you a kind of view down. You see where I'm at, looking all the way down the south end of Derpville. Derpa. Yeah. La 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 la. So, yeah, we're kind of coming along. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be much problem building out this this wall itself, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a status update, and I'm not so far getting myself killed, which is always a promising thing. Nothing seems to be getting up over the wall, but then again, nothing's really trying to get up over the wall. Here, little doggy. Come along, little doggy. Get along. Yeehaw. Really? You're a dead little doggy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Ah, the buzzing drives me nuts. Really? Alright. You know what? He's not a problem right now. I may regret saying that in a little while. But okay, time check 15:54. Again, this is the second day that I'm doing the wall placement. I'm not going to do it every single day, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a progress update. Maybe show you a couple of kills. And, yeah. Oh, this will be a good test. These guys should climb up on the wall. But I'm not gonna let you. See how they just pop up the spawn right there? That looks a little odd. I know we're talking alpha, but yeah, that should probably get fixed. And I'll probably just keep calling that stuff out because for more than anything else, I just want to observe the behavior of the spawns. I've spent so much of my time building stuff and killing them without really paying attention to their behavior. That I want to... This is the observation part of the experiment. Yeah. Actually, I could probably place this from the ground also because they are all blocks from the ground. I have an angle in order to get this thing up here. So, starting to feel a little bit like a Berlin Wall here, which I think is very exciting. And 451. Good gravy. Headshot! Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that's played Unreal Tournament knows that one. Headshot! I should probably go find a sample and just put that in. 510, I think I should make my way back to my my base over there, right there. You see, it'd actually be pretty easy for me to connect that with a high wall over to here. But I'm going to stop jerking around. But I'll step back here so you guys can see it. So, see all the way there. Boom. Past that stop sign all the way to the southern end. So building it, not going to be a problem. Pacifying it, probably going to be a major pain in the ass. That'll be the most challenging part, and the thing that I need to figure out logistically how I'm going to manage. So, but it should be interesting. Alright guys, that's it for me for the moment, and I will call it for now, and we'll see you in just a bit. Alright, good morning beautiful people. So we have yet another day of the Diersville Takeover here. I am I was about to say that I was sure to skip boring you with all the details of me getting started in the morning, but that would appear not to be the case. So anyway, yeah, we got another day here. I'm about 20-25% of the way through walling the city here, and yeah, probably not a lot of commentary that I can provide at this point. It's probably mostly going to be used as time-lapse footage, but you never know. I say that a lot, and then I just end up then I usually end up kind of doing it anyway. So, with that said, this car. Can I push it? Am I gonna have to blow this fucker up? I think I'm gonna have to blow it up. Ooh, but you know what happens if I do that? Every zombie in the world comes out. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, wow, wow. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Alright, so I'm sure that attracted every zombie for the area. They seem to like them explosions. As do we. Do we not? So current check, I'm up to the northern alleyway in Diersville. Currently I've gone here and here. I'm down to 146 blocks, which means I have placed quite a few blocks. I don't have a count. I'm not going to have a final count either. I'm not getting that meticulous. I spent time playing EVE Online, and that's a game of spreadsheets and doing math and calculations and just production chains, but I'm not going to do that here because my whole objective is to kill some zombies and take over a town and do completely unreasonable things that have absolutely no long-term use, maybe except past the next couple of videos. Anyway, I'm just rambling, obviously, because there's nothing exciting for me to talk about. Alright, so progress to date. I'm reasonably happy with the wall. I am pretty much running out of sand and reinforced concrete that I need in order to completely encircle my little future paradise. Let's head down before they tear up my defenses. As you can see from a previous video, I restored my block there and did some repairs on it. If you contrast what's happening to this to my episode 2, where I put my mausoleum base to the 25-minute night assault test, you'll see some similarities, obviously in the design, and maybe also in the damage that they're doing to the base overnight. And the substantial difference in these two is that here, I think the pits for the moat are the same depth. There's no water in this one. I've contemplated putting it in, and the main reason that I have not put water in right now is because it's just too damn noisy, and it's annoying. But seeing the damage that they're doing, particularly on the exterior walls, which I don't think I saw that much of in my Mausoleum Part 1 test, is that they should be bouncing around in the water and not attacking the exterior walls, but they appear to be, which means that they're knocking out the reinforced concrete and able to pull themselves out, which is not what I want. Additionally, I don't use the spikes on this one. I think that in general, the wooden spikes on the exterior perimeter of the moat don't really make a whole lot of sense on an ongoing basis. I mean, you can do it, but the ongoing maintenance is a bit of a pain in the ass. So what I really do is that I just head down before dark, and because my base is here underground and the entrance is here, they're just going to congregate over the center of town, which I believe is just a bunch of cars. So if they want to wander around and group up at the cars into the current AI, that's fine. It keeps them away from my base. The occasional zombie will fall in there and probably still make its way to that northwest corner of my little moat and try and beat his way out. But I think for the time being, that's just the way I'm going to leave it. Yeah, until I can theoretically pass by the city. Anyway, time check at 6:42. It's night. I'm going to do a little mining. You guys don't want to watch that. I will give you another progress update later as I start laying some more concrete, and I guess after I get some more sand. Hey guys, okay, it's I'm thinking it's day 4. I'm starting to lose track a little bit. It's actually another real day in life here. So I'm back up on the wall. Got an early start. Spare you all the zombie killing stuff in the morning, and I'll show you the excitement of just dropping blocks. So I had some pretty good luck just getting out here this morning and dropping it. This will be the last day that I'm able to drop some of these blocks before I have to go out and get some sand. I'll spare you the monotony of me mining the sand. Okay, so what else is going on? Nothing new and exciting, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of recording for the sake of recording. And anxiously awaiting for Alpha 7 to come along, although given that that might still be a couple weeks out. I know they're hoping for it by the end of the month. Who knows if any of this is going to change, or if it'll change my maps, but we will find out. So kind of at this point, I have about half of the town encircled. Clearly we still have a zombie infestation problem. Or, as I like to think of it, a serious public hygiene issue. Okay, so I promised you a little bit of a check where we're at. This is on the western side of town here. I began here and there. So I have that whole part to finish off. So I've only got about 100 blocks here, which I will drop off, and then I'll head back underground and end for the day. Actually, you know what? I'll run back. I made a bunch of more barbed wire, and I'll place that as well. Barbed wire is really kind of planning ahead, as I mentioned before. I think before I can really even start pacifying the town, I'm going to need to drop a crapload of campfires all over the town. I already started doing some in some houses, but I'm going to need to probably cut down a couple of dozen trees in order to make some campfires to place these guys everywhere. Alright, got some visitors. One for you. One for you. Of course. There you go. Hello, beautiful. You come to say hello? Headshot! Da 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 da. Ooh, look, stuff down in the. I'll let him get a little closer. I know in Alpha 7 the hills are going to get a, not the hills, but all of the terrain are going to get smoothed out. Pimp showed some pretty impressive screenshots of what the new terrain is going to look like, and it looks pretty nice. I'm very curious to see how my world changes. For all I know, during this Diersville Takeover, you could see a pretty significant change in the appearance of the world. I was reading yesterday that I guess the house lighting is going to get a fairly significant change, and that we will see it look more realistic as opposed to what they would refer to as cartoony. Who am I missing here? So I'm looking forward to that. Actually, they, I guess this one of the pimps was posting that it looked pretty creepy. And I guess the new sound system as well, which I know has been, especially as for me, recording has been a source of pain. because I have lots of paper. I'm going to love that for my dynamite. Time check, 3:41. I do need to consider my my location here in proximity to my base. I will need probably about 20 minutes of game time or so to run back there. But as you can guess where I positioned my base, I came out of this exit here to get down here. So all that advanced planning that I did, I spent probably a good Lord knows how many real days and game days mining out tunnels to get to various locations. Somebody's digging. You know what? I bet it's somebody down in the basement trying to get out to me. Very curious to see AI pathing changes. Anyway, so back to the sound system changes. Apparently, the zombies being attracted to noise and the stealthing, I presume, that's what they're talking about, is going to be in place for Alpha 7. And what was explained was that I guess a couple of the pimps were testing out inside of a house. One of them was making noise inside of a living room on the lower floor. One was hiding on the other side of a door, not making any noise. And as the zombies came in, they went towards the source of the noise, so they were tracking the noise. And according to the pimp, sorry guys, I've forgotten your names. If I paid more attention, I would get it. It was really creepy watching them go by him and go to the source of the noise. So I'm really looking forward to that. Again, I know all this AI and everything has been very, very alpha, and it's still a work in progress. Time check 4:30 something. Alright. I will say, one of the things that I've begun to appreciate more in the game, I've noticed it before, but as I really do a lot of headshots here, is that some of these zombies are a real pain in the ass to get a beat on because of their sort of natural swagger when they walk. Is it worth going down for something? Nah. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll just keep laying some wire, and then about 5:30 I'm going to make a beeline to my base. So when the shadows are going to get longer and I could get in trouble. Oh yeah, so the other, yesterday when I was recording on, I was discussing if that old Minecraft trick would work. And what I was referring to by that is that with Minecraft you can hold down your button as you move to lay blocks. But here I have to sort of click every one. Kind of a pain in the butt, but doable. It's just turns into a bit of a click fest. 1708, 508 here at the SunGod Ranch and Pavilion. Tonight, it's ladies' night. Sorry. I'm taking lines from Blues Busters and Blues Busters, the Blues Brothers. I can't even speak English right now. It has been a long week in real life, so. Alright, and that appears to be the end of this current day's recording. I'm going to call it a wrap, and I will show you guys what's going on the next day as it comes around. Okay, so update. Fast forwarded a couple of days here to spare you the boredom of watching me wall off the entire place. I have now completed the wall around all of Diersville. That's right, the whole thing now has a 2-block high wall. And so I just finished it now. It does not currently have all the barbed wire around it, so that's what I'm working on next. So one of the things I did notice, pardon me while I kill these guys off while I'm, oh gosh. Alright, sorry about that. It's just kind of inevitable when you're doing this kind of stuff. One of the things I did notice as I was walking by the wall earlier inside of, on the south side of town, is that there was some some cracks in the walls. So apparently, for some reason, the zombies are trying to beat through it. Now, I'm not sure if that is because in the current AI they are trying to get to me down underground as I'm moving around, because I have run back and forth. So it's entirely possible that the herd that presently, oh gosh, hate those dogs. The herd that's presently the AI is trying to get directly above me. It's possible that's what's occurring. So the breaks that I saw were right along here in the wall, which is right over my tunnel. So that's entirely possible. That's what's happened here. So let me jump back up on the wall and then continue talking. So yeah, I think my my estimate of around 2,100 blocks held true for a 2-block tall wall. What remains to be seen is the effectiveness. I think what I may need to do in order to combat the current AI and not have them try and bust through this wall right here, because as you see, there's my my grow house there, and my tunnel comes through right about here. So actually that does make sense. That as of alpha, let me kill this dude. As of alpha 6.4, they're just going to follow you around on the surface, regardless of anything. Ay, 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 ay. What a stupid dog. Oh, just die. Ah, boy. You know, it's easier just to run around instead of build a fixed fortification like this. This is really making me feel that maintaining the integrity of the wall is going to be a challenge. What I really want to avoid is having to do something crazy like building out a moat. Because if building a moat was hard for you know, smaller fortifications such as my my grow house back there, which took me on the order of real-world days to complete. Probably, I was guessing 8 or 10 hours over the course of a few days. Then building it around this town would take for freaking ever. And then making it indestructible would be even more of a challenge. See right there. And I apparently think I might be getting attacked by a bee, or not. And apparently some beasties are attacked in my trap somewhere here. Ah, boy, standing up here on the wall is not really making it easy, because every zombie in the world seems to be coming out after me right now. Okay, so this will be a very, very interesting challenge. Yeah, you know, look at this. I think I'm better off. Look, he just crawled over that wall. Huh. Well, my whole theory about spider zombies and the barbed wire fence may not actually be holding up very well. So as you can see, I have little cracks there. Let's run back down here and see how he got over the wall. Yeah, I'll be damned. Ah, I had a gap in the fence. That would explain that. Hello, my little friend. Yeah, so I've also created a ton of campfires. They're not in place yet, but I do have them built and ready to lay down, so I will probably do that over the course of the next couple of game days. Oops, see. That's me getting in the way of myself here. Yeah, so I need to lay them inside and outside of the wall. It's not really going to stop them from damaging the wall. I think what I might do, in order to just get around the issues with the AI right now, just trying to get above or below you, I'll probably just put a pit in that area of the wall, and just let the herd walk in and out of that pit as I'm going back and forth through the tunnel that goes underneath the wall. So probably not ideal, but yeah, it's just kind of a kludge to get around this problem, right? So, and I will continue on the outside of the wall because I'm less likely to be disturbed. Little hornet check. Time check is 13:33. I laid an awful lot of oh dear. Did I miss? No, I just thought I missed one. It's just a optical delusion. I'll be running into B territory here briefly. Pick up some flowers in order to get my redwood. Hello, my little friend. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Oh man, stop moving around. Line up and attack me already. Good grief. Yeah, I hope the sound changes that the pimps are talking about means that I'm not going to have it sound like a bee is attacking me every single minute of every single day. That's just it's actually unbelievably annoying. So checking the wall out here, it holds up pretty well. Looks like the blocks are intact. See one of my old campfires. Another bug I've noticed is that campfires, if you're running, tend not to light up when you're running from a distance and run up to them until you stop, or even pass them. Hopefully that's something that will get fixed. And to be honest, I don't know if there is a bug tracker that players can report bugs on. I would have to imagine that the pimps are probably aware of quite a number of them, and maybe just don't want to open it up yet. But I would hope that at some point they will open up a bug tracker so we can report issues and help the dudes out, because hey man, it's nothing like free testing. Alright. So it appears that at the moment I have about half of the city not just walled off, but also with barbed wire up in the top. Alright, let's... Okay, you did die. Nobody's lining up to zap me. And more stuff here. So yeah, that's it for the moment, guys. I'm just going to continue laying this barbed wire for the next however many game days it takes me. My next step will probably be to lay some torches, or not torches, but some campfires down in and around the wall itself, run it through the town of Diersville itself, and see how I can pacify it. Still not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but we're going to find out together.
Hey guys, it's SunGod here. So as you can tell, I've got a new audio rig. Hopefully the audio is a little bit clearer for you. I'm kind of losing track from what day I am at this point, but I have surrounded the city. I have surrounded Diertville with a wall. One of the things that I've noticed as I've done that, including all the barbed wire around the top, is getting little zombies at night that were hitting the wall and breaking through my blocks. So I've had no choice but to put stakes on this side of the wall, which seems to, at least since last night, taken out a few of them and protected my wall. So I think that the wall in itself is definitely not going to be a viable defense. I think what's happening, as I'd observed before, is that some of these are just meandering zombies that are just kind of randomly going into it. But they typically don't just beat through the wall unless they're trying to get through me. I typically spend my nights down here underground, so I think what's happening is that zombies that spawn around here are generally trying to get towards that center point in Diersville, and they consequently just break through the wall. So that's where things kind of stand at the moment. Not quite sure. I can't see myself building a moat around this entire thing. That's just kind of crazy. At least not by myself. I've started placing fires around the inside of the town. And I can't go back through the town there because I left my base undefended here. So anyway, that's just kind of a quick status update, and I will try to record a little bit more for you guys later. Let me close this off, and then I'll show you somewhat of a pseudo-aerial view, at least from higher up than I've been able to show you before. So for the moment, there you go. If I had a better draw distance, you could see the wall all the way on the other side of town, but it's pretty much fully encapsulated. So far, so good. I still don't think the whole thing's going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. I'll catch up to you in a bit.
Happy zombie apocalypse, everybody!